no panic must be created. Here is a strict warning by the government. Even as the state now is grappling with the most number of coronavirus cases, Kerala has been the worst hit. The total number of active cases now in Kerala stand at 185. 20 new cases were reported in the state over the last 24 hours. 8 fresh cases came to light from Kannur. 7 tested positive in Kasaragod, the hotbed of the pandemic in the state. A new case was also reported from Thiruvananthapuram, Ernakulam, Thrissur, Palakkad and Malappuram. Of the new cases, 18 returned from abroad and infected another 2. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has announced that the state has initiated all steps for mass production of medical equipment and accessories, including ventilators and N95 masks. Going over to Gopi. Gopi, you did describe the situation there in Kerala. We're looking at over 200 cases. Any idea on how the government is trying to backtrack? Contact tracing is absolutely important right now. 200 odd cases, who have they come in contact with? What is the real method that Kerala is using which other states can emulate? We know that they've been doing a fantastic job so far. What more have they done to ensure that this spread is curbed?
Well, Nabila, talking about the kind of methodology that's being used, from whatever we can gather, state government has decided to take each patient as a single index point or an index patient. And from there, they're actually doing a huge effort to try and trace the contacts, which are the primary contacts who had come in immediate contact, who could have contacted, who could have touched this patient, or who this patient could have touched, and who could have come in very intimately close to this patient. So these are the people who come under the primary contacts. And to be on the safer side, the government is also taking a second layer, which is actually the secondary contact, which are the people who had come in this set of primary contact people. So that is how the contact tracing is being done at the government level. And also this is done only for patients who had not really revealed their travel history or who had not really followed their home quarantine guidelines. Remember, from the second week of March, all people coming from abroad have been requested to be on necessary home quarantine, because they do not have a choice. Whether or not they have a symptom, they will certainly have to undergo this home quarantine. So this contact tracing is done in this manner for people who had not really followed this home quarantine, or people who had used public transport facilities to commute from an airport to their respective place. For example, one of the patients in Kasaragod who actually landed in Calicut, which is almost some 200 kilometers from Kasaragod. From there, he actually took a train to reach Kasaragod, and even after reaching his home village, he did not abide by the home quarantine guidelines. So that made the situation really risky for the state government to try and trace out every single area. And I still remember that particular route map. Every day he had at least 3 or 4 places where he had visited, where the public would have gathered in very large number. There was a marriage function, there was a marriage reception function, there was a housewarming function. So the government literally had to go down to the drawing board, try and trace out the primary contacts and try and trace out a larger number of the secondary contacts. That is exactly one reason why we are seeing large number of cases from Kasaragod. Many of them are primary contacts, and many more are the people who had come from other countries with this particular infection. So the government is actually doing a very tough job, and they're really hoping that this does not really spiral into a community spread, at least for the time.
Undoubtedly. They are using in all measures and methods to try and contain the spread, but let's hope that people who are facing any symptoms voluntarily come by and report if they have had any travel history or come into contact with such people. Do not hide it. This is a time to be responsible. Thank you, Gopi.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.